Welcome to Table for 92. Element number 11, sodium. It's number 11 because it has exactly 11 protons within its nucleus. For sodium, we're cooking up some grilled scallops and venison backstrap on a nice little salt block. Sodium, that stuff that tastes so good, but our doctor keeps telling us that it's bad for our hearts. Sodium is half of what makes up salt. It's really sodium chloride. That is the compound we call table salt. This is a big slab of Himalayan rock salt, naturally deposited millions of years ago. But this is probably something like 98% sodium chloride. It probably has trace elements of potassium, iron, zinc, and probably some more. One of the main differences with this rock salt and the table salt we all know and love is this doesn't have any iodine in it. Regular table salt often has iodine intentionally added to it. Salt, of course, is one of the greatest things in the world, and we've known that for quite some time. The ancient Roman naturalist Pliny the Elder is quoted as saying, "By Hercules, life cannot be lived humanely without salt." Yeah, I have to agree with that. I cannot imagine food without salt, right? I mean, back in the day, food not seasoned with salt would have been inedible for our modern sophisticated tastes. Sodium by itself is really dangerous though, and when combined with water, it produces sodium hydroxide that explodes. And that's actually the case with all the other alkali metals. And yeah, sodium is a metal, but like most of the other metals on the periodic table, you just don't find it occurring naturally in a pure form. But when it is put into a pure form, it doesn't really scream out, "Hey, I'm a metal," but yeah, you're putting a combination of a metal and a gas on French fries, sodium chloride. Sodium was not discovered until 1807 when Humphrey Davy was experimenting with soda. Not, soda pop, but that's where the name comes from. Soda was defined to people in the early 1800s that it was the byproduct of mixing burnt ashes with water, known as potash or potash. Davy had a huge battery made of copper and zinc he used to electrify this potash, which resulted, as he described, a violent effervescence isolating sodium hydroxide. Other than the salty, explosive deliciousness of sodium, there has recently been a push for sodium-ion batteries. So, like today we have the lithium-ion batteries for renewable energy, but sodium-ion batteries, that idea is just as old as the lithium ones. Lithium was seen to have more promise for commercial use than sodium, but more recently, sodium is being reconsidered and lithium demand and prices are rising like crazy, so yeah, we might be hearing about sodium-ion batteries in the near future. Just overall, sodium is a really interesting element with like a beautiful history. And while it's already an important part of our lives, like we might very well be relying on it for energy. That is delicious when added with chlorine, of course. Yeah, don't eat pure sodium, your head will explode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.